Hi everyone, I'm Randy Arrington and welcome to episode 116 of Page Valley Livin'. We're here today at the historic Memslem Inn on Main Street in Luray to talk with Officer Vickers and Officer Munson about their K-9 units they've only been on the job for a few weeks and already they're racking up arrests and getting the job done. We're going to see later a demonstration that they did today for the Luray Rotary here on Monday, May 11th. And we're going to see that in the second half of our program. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to talk with these officers about what it took, the training that these dogs have been through, and what they're expected to do on the job. We'll be back with all of that and more in just a moment, right after a word from our sponsor. At Luray Caverns, from well-lighted paved walkways, explore cathedral-sized rooms with ceilings 10 stories high, and walk among huge chambers filled with towering stone columns. Come visit Geology's Hall of Fame, only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. Welcome back, everyone, to Page Valley Livin', episode 116, a very special episode today because I am a huge dog lover, and I know many of you are as well, but these right here, these are special chocolate labs. They're working with the Luray Police Department with Officer Ben Vickers and Officer Munson here. Now, Officer Vickers, your dog is named Summer, is that correct?
Yep.
And here we have Skye, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'll start with you, Officer Munson. How long has Officer Skye and Officer Summer been on the job?
So they've been on the job approximately 2 weeks. So we completed training on April 24th, and then we hit the street the following Monday afterwards and started working.
Now, as I recall now, I believe Summer is 3 for 3, is she not?
Yes, sir. She's 3 for 3 on 3 different vehicle searches.
And what did she find, if we can say?
So we can't say exactly what it is, but it's to believe methamphetamine and then possibly cocaine, but pending lab results.
Pending lab results. And as you said, only been on the job a couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
Already earning their paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
Now, one thing that I don't think a lot of people realize, and you folks out there, these officers are with these dogs 24/7. They take them home. Sometimes they let them sleep in the bed, maybe. That's what we've heard. But these dogs are with these handlers all the time. And this is a major commitment. Officer Munson, I'll start with you because you had Boone, I believe,
yes,
which
sir.
was a previous canine dog that unfortunately developed cancer, passed away. The town of Luray Police Department held a fundraiser and wanted to raise $10,000 to get a new K-9 unit. You out there in the community were so good to them, raised $22,000, and they were able to get 2 dogs. Now, this is your second dog.
Yes, sir.
This is a big commitment. I mean, as we said, these dogs are with you 24/7. They become almost your dog as much as they are the police department's.
Yep.
Why would you commit to something so huge as that? It's a huge commitment.
It is a huge commitment. However, it's a very rewarding commitment. I mean, we are going to be with these dogs probably for the rest of their lives, which is a very long time. However, this is probably the most rewarding part I've done in law enforcement in the last 3.5 years I've been a cop. We get to go out, we get to get drugs off the street and enjoy that. That's definitely a relief right there to get them off the street and enjoyment on there, and love to watch them work and continue training with them and all that good stuff.
And both of you officers have 1 or 2 years now on the department. You're both relatively new.
Yep.
Officer Vickers, I would ask you the same. I mean, this is a huge commitment. Folks who get into law enforcement have different ambitions, but immediately in your early years of this career, you're committing to this dog. Why did you do that?
I think to be able to be a canine handler, it's a resource that you are able to provide the community, because these dogs can do a lot. They can detect a lot of different scents, and even just on narcotics, but also on article searches and human searches. So it's an honor to be able to be a canine handler and to get to learn and grow with Summer within this specialty of police force, because she can do a lot, and same with Skye, and it's a huge responsibility, but it has a huge payoff in the end.
And these working dogs like this are used for many things: cadaver searches, bombs, things like that, explosives. But these dogs are specifically trained in what?
So they're trained in narcotics, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, MDMA, LSD, all that. Yep.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I remember the chief telling me something about the first K-9 unit back in 2017, and of course the department had a K-9 unit maybe 20 years ago, 25 years ago, but then kind of brought the program back just in the last 8 years or so. Cuba, the first dog, was trained to alert on marijuana. There have been changes in the law, and is that one of the reasons he was retired, I believe?
That is correct.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep.
And Cuba was the first one. Boone was the second. Boone, unfortunately, as we said, developed cancer, and now we have Summer and we have Skye.
Yep.
How long did you have to go? First of all, where were the dogs trained, and did you all go down there for training?
Yep. So they were trained in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They started young. And they're still relatively young, about a year old. We went down for 2 weeks and trained every day. We were down there multiple hours a day on completely different scenarios, trying to change up things, tracking, narcotic work, and article searches, and then pretty much learned the process of how to read the dog and how to work the dog and continue a bond with them.
Now, when you're at home with the dog, does he seem more like an officer or just a little pup?
I'm trying to find a good medium between that. So she does spend a good amount of time in her crate because she is working when we're on the job together. So when she comes home, she's honestly ready to eat and sleep, and that's about it. But yeah, we just have to find the right medium where she can still have the drive and motivation when we're in that truck and when we're on duty, and then just to go from there.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for what you're doing here with these guys. And obviously, we can see they're very active. We're going to see in the demonstration part that they're very active, jumping around. These dogs are how old?
Roughly a year old.
Just a year old. I guess you want them young because it's harder to teach old dogs new tricks, right?
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Now, I thought about not bringing this up, but I am going to close on this point because I heard Chief Cook make a comment that these dogs outrank you guys.
Yes, sir. Yep,
Is that true?
correct.
What is their rank?
So they would be a next step up above us, which would be a corporal.
Yeah.
At that point in time.
A corporal.
Yep.
Do they ever give you orders?
No, this one barks a lot at me, so she likes to think, she likes to bark a lot, so I feel like she's telling me there.
Well, we are going to take a break here again, and we're going to come back in a moment and see these two girls. They're sisters, right?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
These two sister chocolate labs go to work here at the Rotary meeting on May 11th here at the Memslem in Luray. You're going to get to see them in action and watch them alert because there's some hidden packages that in the Memslem in the Blue Ridge room, and we're going to see them do their thing here in just a moment when we come back after another word from our sponsor. At Luray Caverns, the Smithsonian Institution said, quote, "It is safe to say there is probably no other cave in the world more completely and profusely decorated than that of Luray. Come see Mother Nature showing off, only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today." Welcome back. As promised, still here at the Memslem, we're getting ready to go inside, and Summer and Skye are going to give us a demonstration here at the Luray Rotary meeting.
Technology, we've done cameras before, stuff like that. So we've got some helpers tonight, and I'm going to actually let them do a lot of it. We just recently purchased 2 new K-9s, K-9 Skye and Summer, and I can't tell them apart yet. So I told Leah we got to get name tags on them, or collars. So I'm going to introduce Leah, and she's going to talk a little bit about the foundation, the Luray Police Foundation, which Ms. Dixon's a member of, and the donations that we got. We started our K-9 program back in 2017. It had stopped from 2002. The Luray Police Department didn't have a K-9 program, and then we reinitiated in 2017 after the foundation. We started getting donations for the community. It's all been donated. Which has been, so these will be our 4th dog. So we had Cuba, They legalized marijuana, so we had to retire Cuba. Then we had Boone, which we had for a couple years, and then he passed away with cancer. So off the tail of that, Leah was able to get together with the foundation, and we had great community support. I'll let her talk about it later.
There's not a lot more I can say, but I'm Leah, work for the PD, I'm our PIO and our admin assistant. I'm also on the Luray Police Foundation. So like Bo said, we had K-9 Boone before, and Officer Munson was his handler over here, and we found out he had cancer back in September. Unfortunately had to put him down, and then within maybe a couple months after that, after putting out that we were going to look to purchase new K-9s, we got about $22,000 within, about 2 months, and it was thanks to you all too, but from organizations and just members of the community, and so then we were getting all this money in, and we thought, well, we really like 2 K-9s if we can afford it, and thanks to all the donations we could. So we found where we got Boone from before, SBO K-9 down in North Carolina, and he had Summer and Skye, and they're sisters. So that was what we decided on, and then Officer Munson wanted to stay K-9 handler, and then we needed someone else, and Ben politely volunteered.
So we also have a K-9 for each shift now.
Yeah, so always a K-9 on duty at some point during the day. So Officer Munson has K-9 Skye, and then Officer Vickers has K-9 Summer. They are back here.
Officer Munson, tell me a little bit about the training.
So when we went to training, we went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We spent pretty much day one. We got out, we didn't know these dogs, we got paired with them, and pretty much they gave them to us, and we had to learn how to go through the training with them and learn their strengths and their weaknesses until they got used to us. We worked a lot of narcotics. They're trained on tracking and article searches as well. We went through a 2-week course down there with lots of hours of training.
So just to clarify, so there are articles sent as well, we can search this is the person that has it, or this is an article, and then there's the archives. So the 2 dual purpose. These officers do take them home with them. It's a great responsibility, and we're really happy that these 2 took them on. Not to leave out Officer Elliott and Officer Lee in the back. They come to watch. I invite them, but I invite them too early because we didn't have food. But so to get it over with, not that we've hid an illegal narcotic under somewhere in the room, and I'll tell you it's under somebody's chair. And, but I'm not saying who, and we'll just do the dog at each table. If you want to explain their indicators or.
Yes, so for K-9 Skye, her alert is based off K-9 Boone's alert. So pretty much when she alerts, she will freeze and point at the object of where she's getting odor from. No, she will actually point. So like earlier today, she caught odor in the PD, just due to pulling this stuff out. And literally, I walked away from her, and she stood there until she got her reward and would not move. So I literally walked away, went into another room, came back, and she was still there. So.
And
She's showing off right now.
Yeah. Once
Also,
we get
Vickers,
together,
yours does the same, correct?
Yeah, so mine, K-9 Summer will do something very similar, but she will freeze for about a half second, and then she'll do something like a little bit of a happy trance with both paws, just because she's so excited to be able to find the scent that she was hunting for.
All right, we'll let Officer Munson and his K-9 on this table here.
So during the demonstrations, I just have everybody pretty much, I don't want the dog jumping on y'all while we're working. I just face the table and we'll run the it's just kind of jumping and scratching.
Like, nobody else has illegal narcotics on right now.
Alright, so you want me to run this table?
Yeah,
And,
this table's the video right here.
alright, ready? Skye.
Foundation members.
So this is our first time working with a bunch of people around.
Sorry, Skye, must be the other table.
No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Never had table food, nothing.
Actually, we never did this too.
Yeah.
Who might be in the mask?
Skye, check. This table? All right. It is?
Well, hopefully it's something in it.
She's interested in checking everything. She hasn't hit. So she's in the odor right now. So how it is the wind flow, us moving around stuff. So me walking around the table and stuff, the odor could be pushing this way. But she is alerted right now. And
See how she's stopped?
yep. Now she's like, oh, people.
Sorry,
All right, Officer Victor Glow.
You did good.
Took a long forward to get to the stuff.
Could you please take whoever it is over here in jail? See that? Good that with hands.
Oh, yeah, two different responses.
She doesn't have to
We hope you have enjoyed episode 116 of Page Valley Livin'. And we want to thank Officer Vickers and Summer and Officer Munson and Skye for being our special guests today, putting on a great demonstration. They got that Bill Dudley. I knew one day y'all were going to catch up with him. But that was a great demonstration. We really do appreciate it. And we hope all of you have enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Page Valley News. And as always, we want to thank Eleanor Arrington for all of her work behind the camera and in the editing room this week. And as we end each and every episode, and it's very appropriate today, we want to remind you to go down to the Page County Animal Shelter and help one of our furry friends find a forever home. For Officer Munson and Skye, Officer Vickers and Summer, we want to, from the Memsla Men, I'm Randy Arrington saying until next week, enjoy that Page Valley living.